What job is this?
Private security, easy stuff.
Not petit at all.
Is that clear?
The RPG warhead sending the chopper into a violent death spiral over the Paldonian jungle. Special Forces operator Mason Pettis is thrown across the troop bay, his spine smashing into a steel frame as the helicopter hits the canopy and detonates. Years later, Mason is trapped in a soul-crushing suburban existence. His back is ruined, his marriage is falling apart, and he spends his days writing legal contracts at a desk. That changes when his former teammate Sebastian Earle walks into his office. Sebastian offers him $20,000 for a 3-day private security contract. Guard disgraced journalist Claire Wellington while she interviews President Juan Venegas, the controversial dictator of Paldonia.
Some good old boys with a passion for the Second Amendment.
Not interested.
Welcome to Paldonia. It's a beautiful country. Beautiful.
It's colorful, but it's creepy as fuck.
I'll be sure to badmouth you to anyone who will listen.
Mason takes the job, packs his gear, and gets on the plane. The second they land in Paldonia, President Venegas meets them on the tarmac himself, wearing a high-end suit and surrounded by an armored motorcade. They load into a bulletproof SUV and head up an isolated mountain pass toward Venegas' private estate. Without warning, a heavy machine gun opens fire from the high ridge. The front SUV in the convoy explodes. Tears through its floorboards. The rear chase car gets hit by an RPG, flipping twice and blocking the retreat path. As 7.6 2mm rounds riddle the doors, mercenaries in unmarked tactical gear pour down the embankment, advancing on the stuck vehicles with automatic rifles. He grabs Claire by her vest harness, drags her out of the SUV, and shoves Venegas ahead of them into the thick jungle foliage. Rounds chew up the trees behind them as Mason, Claire, and Venegas plunge into the deep jungle. They stop under a dense canopy of trees. Venegas checks his weapon and reveals the truth. The attackers were his own elite presidential guard, bribed by his corrupt nephew Jorge and backed by foreign mercenaries executing a coup. Mason pulls a satellite phone and dials Sebastian. Our convoy was ambushed by heavy armor. Send immediate extraction. Sebastian provides coordinates to a cleared ridge 2 miles north. They push through the mud and terrain, dodging mercenary scout patrols sweeping the tree line. They reach the ridge landing zone just as an unmarked transport helicopter breaks through the fog, hovering 5 feet off the dirt, and a mercenary team inside racks heavy miniguns directly at them. Sebastian sold them out. The contract was a setup arranged by mercenary leader Jan Cohorst to execute Venegas and pin the assassination on Mason. Sebastian drops the act, revealing the final piece of the puzzle. Venegas never blew up Mason's team years ago. It was Jan Cohorst's mercenary company that executed the strike to keep their black market mineral ops secret. With every primary extraction point burned, Venegas leads Mason and Claire down secret river channels to a remote fortified jungle village loyal to the president. The villagers provide medical supplies and tactical ammunition. While Mason reloads his magazines and tapes his damage back, Claire sets up her camera gear in a wooden hut. She records a full, raw sit-down interview with Venegas, capturing complete video evidence of the corporate coup and the foreign mercenaries operating in the country.
Into journalism, confront.
That's a Mandela.
Why are you here, Mason?
What? I just wanted to say thank you.
Suddenly, the village siren cuts through the air. A convoy of heavily armed mercenary technical trucks smashes through the perimeter fences mounted with 50 caliber machine guns. Jan Cohorst's assault team breaches the central square, tossing flashbangs into the huts. In the blinding chaos of smoke and explosions, a secondary team of mercenaries sneaks around the rear of the village. They storm the hut where Claire is packing her gear, overpower her, grab her video hard drives, and drag her into a retreat vehicle. Jan Cohorst sends an encrypted broadcast to Venegas' radio. We have the reporter and the tapes. Hand yourself over at the presidential palace in the capital, or she dies on camera. Instead of surrendering, Venegas uses a hidden radio relay to broadcast a direct code to his underground loyalist network across the capital city. Jan Cohorst sets up a heavy perimeter around the capital city plaza, placing mercenary snipers on the rooftops and setting up armored checkpoints to watch for Venegas' arrival.
Just a petite favor, my friend.
Pretty brazen thing you're doing
Suddenly,
here, taking over a
the
sovereign
surrounding
nation.
city streets erupt with noise. Tens of thousands of regular Paldonian citizens storm into the plaza, surrounding the security perimeters, blocking the roads, and swarming the mercenary armored vehicles. The mercenaries lose total line of sight and firing lanes, unable to shoot into the massive civilian mass without causing a total riot. Mason uses the cover of the chaotic crowd to breach the outer gate. He locates the armored transport holding Claire, cuts through the rear door lock with a breaching charge, and pulls her out. Mason, Claire, and Venegas commandeer a heavy military SWAT vehicle. Mason slams the accelerator, driving straight through the reinforced steel security gates of the presidential palace. The vehicle smashes through the glass entrance doors of the main palace lobby, bringing the fight directly inside. Venegas tries to reason with Jorge, but General Martinez draws his sidearm. Jorge steps between them, taking the bullet in the chest and falling to the floor. Before they can move, Jan Kohorst and his remaining elite mercenary strike force breach the upper balconies, firing automatic weapons down into the atrium and shattering the glass chandeliers. A massive firefight breaks out in the palace. Venegas and the remaining palace guards take cover behind marble pillars, returning heavy suppressive fire to pin the upper balcony shooters in place. Claire leaks the entire uncut video footage to the global news networks, exposing the corporate plot. Venegas steps onto the palace balcony, officially announcing he will step down to hold open democratic elections and wire transfers $5 million into Mason's account as payment for his services. Mason flies back home, throws his suit in the trash, quits his desk job forever, and walks through his front door to be with his family.